What's up, Cynthia? There she is.
Hello.
Hello, Lily.
I'm good.
How are you? Good, good, good. So I'm such a busy person, and I just dropped my car off to get it my maintenance, and so I'm just headed across the street to just walk around the mall to while they're servicing our vehicle. And I said, okay, so I didn't think this would be a bad time to speak with you about your hair, which I see you have a lot of beautiful hair. I love to see it. Is that color in the back? Oh, okay. Okay, Lily. So let's have a conversation about your hair. So let's just start with you telling me, I guess, your hair story, if you will.
So
All that you know, all that you've been through in the past with your hair. What do you know about your hair? What you would like to know about your hair, and your expectations for your hair would be a great start.
when I was little, my mom had put a relaxer in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
and then when I stopped going to my mom artist, I had ended up. My dad was like, just grow my hair all natural. So then
Mm-hmm.
he was like, I dyed my hair, and then it broke off. So yeah.
You did?
Oh, not
You
myself.
colored your hair yourself?
Somebody else did it.
Oh, okay.
And
And then what happened?
it broke off. So then I was just like, okay. So I was just trying to get it back to like healthy, I guess.
So when was this where your hair broke
Because
off?
I was at school. So like
When was it?
in like September.
Oh, so this was recent.
Yeah.
Last summer. You colored your hair and it broke off. So is it the color that's in the back of your hair now
Yeah,
that
it's the
broke off?
color that's in the
Or
back
was
of
it
my hair
something
now.
else? Oh, so the color that's in the back of your hair now caused your hair to break. Okay. Uh, okay. So let's see. So when you decided you wanted to do that color, what was your expectations? What was the outcome that you were looking? What color did you
Well,
want
first of all, it was
when you were doing this
blue.
color?
And then I kept washing my hair.
Mm-hmm.
So it ended up turning green.
You said you have been. Did you say you have been or you didn't?
I wanted my hair to be
Wash your
blue.
hair. When you said wash your hair, were you washing
I
it?
was washing
You
my
wanted your hair to
hair.
be blue, okay.
And then like it broke off. So
Okay. Okay. And how long had it been, would you say, after you received the color services that your hair started to break?
I really don't know. Yeah.
But you noticed it started breaking. And was this the first time that
Yeah.
you had your hair colored? Okay. So that probably was kind of scary, huh? Okay. So moving forward. So what type of styles do you wear with your hair? I took a look at your Instagram page, and I saw that you had protective styles. So braids. Do you frequently do braids? Have you ever?
Yeah.
You do? Do you do? Other extensions. Like the
I
traditional
did
installs and
wigs,
everything.
but like I try not to do them all the time.
Oh,
So
you have.
like
Okay. Mm-hmm.
like often, but not all the time.
Okay. So I guess braids are
Yeah.
most easiest for you, huh? Okay. So have you ever done or attempted to wear your natural
Yeah, I
texture?
have. And I mean,
How was that? What experience did you have with
cause
that?
I don't really know how to take care of my hair because of my hair texture. Cause
A lot of us don't. A lot of us don't. And I'm glad you said that.
my
Okay.
stepmom has like I don't know. She has like a mixed hair texture, so like her hair is different than mine. So like,
Okay. So you said you know that you have
yeah,
4C hair, right? That's what you. Okay. And so your stepmom probably has
it's
what
like
type of
a loose.
hair
It's like
texture?
a loose
Would
curl
you say?
hair. So like,
So she's probably like a 3C or 3B. Huh? Uh-huh. Okay. So that's good to know. So with your hair, let me ask you some things about your daily regimen. How often are you, or let me ask you this, what products are
I
you
use for my shampoo, I was using the biotin shampoo and conditioner, and then I was using the Wild Grow,
using? Okay.
yeah,
Is that? Okay.
and then I was using the Wild Grow.
Mm-hmm. Those are good products. So you said, I'm sorry, you said, sheesh. What was
Um,
the first one?
yeah,
Shampoo and conditioner?
the biotin. I don't
What
know.
was the
It's
brand?
in the back.
Biotin. The Biotin. No, no, no. I think I know. It's like an
Yeah.
argan oil Biotin. Is that the one you're talking about? I think I've seen it. Okay. And then you said, okay, the biotin, and then you
Wild.
use, what was the other
The
product?
yeah.
Wild growth, the oil. Yeah, that stuff, for some reason, I feel like it really works really good. Um, so how often, well, I guess you was using those products after you would take your braids out,
Yeah.
right? Were you ever doing, have you ever
Uh,
done any blowouts
I
with your
did
natural
before,
hair?
and cause my dad took me to the Dominicans, and they blew out my hair,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was kind of like when it was time to wash it, it was too straight. Like it didn't go back to the natural curl pattern I had. So like
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Your hair probably wasn't protected from the heat.
yeah.
Do you understand that? That when you're blow drying your hair, that we need to protect our texture. Otherwise, you will be subject to heat damage, which means that will be stress on your natural texture. So that will cause a variations of textures in your hair where it will be straighter on the ends or it will be straight in the middle of the hair strand. Um, so to avoid that, we need to do heat protectants. But I want to double back to uh, your 4C hair, because that was the inquiry. You said you wanted to learn how to take care of your 4C hair, which is very exciting to me. Um, uh, to to know that there are people who are willing to embrace their natural texture, because it's very important. Because a lot of us have beautiful curl patterns and textures underneath our protective styles. However, a lot of us are not aware of how to maintain the hydration or maintain the definition of our curls. So many women or men that I may meet, they have their natural hair in ponytails. They don't want to wear their hair out from the ponytail because it doesn't look appealing to them, or their shrinkage is real. So the answer, it really isn't very complicated. It just takes discipline and consistency and following the directions thoroughly. Okay? So, with that being said, you want to pay very close attention to the products that you are using. When we're speaking to our natural texture, we want to have cleansers that do not lather. Okay? So that will be, are you familiar with the co-wash?
Yeah.
Okay. So co-washes in the beginning were people using conditioners to cleanse the hair. However, conditioners don't actually cleanse the hair; they condition the hair. Okay. So what happened? At what point? I don't have an answer for it, but there was introduced to cream cleansers. So I would say that it was basically a conditioner that had cleansing ingredients within the product. I said that to say that whenever there is a cleanser or shampoo cleansing texture hair, if it lathers, that means that there's an indication of detergents. Detergents in our cleansers or shampoos are sulfates. Sulfates that lather will strip natural moisture out of your hair. Once the natural moistures are stripped from your natural hair, it's going to cause the hair to become dehydrated. Once the hair is dehydrated, it will begin to frizz or tangle or feel brittle because it's dehydrated, which means it's dry, okay? So when we are, I'm trying to find me a chair to sit down. I don't want to keep walking around. I'm going to sit down. So it is very important to find a cleanser that doesn't lather, okay? So usually it will say, or you can Google these things, cream cleansers or cleansing balm. Balm is conditioner, but when it says cleansing balm, it's a cleansing conditioner versus using a regular conditioner and you're thinking that you're cleansing your hair and your scalp and you're not, okay? So cleansing balm and cream cleansers are something to look for, okay? Or sulfate-free. Sulfate-free, they'll still lather, but it won't pull a lot of moisture out of the hair. Usually, I will tell someone who does blowouts to do a sulfate-free cleanser. But if you want to embrace your natural curls and you want to see definition and hydration, then you want to have a cream cleanser. When you have this cream cleanser, I don't know why I keep finding the chair. When you have this cream cleanser, well, let me say this. You know that I keep forgetting the shampoo and conditioner that you said you used. It was the biotin. So when you use your biotin shampoo, it lathers, correct? Does it say
I think
that
so.
it's sulfate free?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It says it's sulfate free. It probably does because it probably does. So what I'll say is, you can stand right here. The where was I? I lost my train of thought. At the end of the day, you want to have a cleansing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The cleanser, if it lathers, you essentially are going to look for a lathering all on the ends of your hair and everything, right? So when we're doing our curls, in order to not waste the product, you're going to apply the product in your hands like lotion. Make sure you get it on your fingertips, and you want to get it into your scalp versus of trying to get a lather all over the hair. You want to focus on your scalp, and you'll do circular motions, okay? You're going to do this in the shower. When you do this in the shower and you rinse the cleanser from your hair, once you rinse that cleanser from your hair, once you rinse the cleanser from your scalp, it's going to run through your hair, and then it's going to be cleansing your hair, okay? So that's step one when you're cleansing. When you are cleansing your hair, you want to only cleanse your hair twice a month, which means you'll be cleansing your hair once every 2 weeks, okay? So after you cleanse your hair and you're in the shower, you want to have a conditioner. The conditioners that are most essential for textured hair are silicone-free conditioners, which is very important. If you have conditioners that have silicone in the ingredients, The silicone is a synthetic ingredient. The silicone is also equivalent to like plastic. And if this is your hair strand and you apply a silicone conditioner, it's just coating the hair strand. So it's just around the hair. Your hair isn't able to breathe. It's trapped, okay? And your curls need moisture. They can't get real true moisture if you have a silicone ingredient on top of your hair. So that's why silicone free is very important. What is a silicone? A lot of products, when you're looking in the store or online or wherever you're getting your shampoos or conditioners, they'll say for curls, a lot of them, just name maybe like Cantu or Shea Moisture. Those are ones that I could speak to. I know I walking through CVS, I see the As I Am maybe or Myel. I've never tried those and I haven't looked at the ingredients on the products. But I know that they'll say natural or for curls and they'll say sulfate free or paraben free. But most importantly, what you want to see is on that conditioner is if it says silicone free. There are some that are in the store, but it's very hard to find them. A lot of those conditioners that say for curls, I guarantee you, if you look on the back of the product packaging and look at the ingredients, it's not going to say what most of the ingredients that say water or alcohol, It's not going to say water, alcohol, and silicone, okay? What you want to look for is, what is it? The letters at the end of the word is the suffix. So the suffix of the word, well, I'll tell you that the ingredient, the silicone ingredient is going to say amethicone or dimethicone. The suffix of that word is C-O-N-E, correct? So that C-O-N-E is the silicone, okay? So if you look on your conditioner ingredients, if you see amethicone and dimethicone, and I guarantee you a lot of the products that you probably have already, if you look at the ingredients of the conditioner, it's going to say that, okay? So if it's saying amethicone and dimethicone, you kind of want to stay away from it when we're speaking to defining and hydrating your natural and embracing your curls, okay? So once you find, and I have a list of few products that I recommend, and I'll tell you, after we have this conversation. But I want to make sure that you understand the regimen first of how to embrace, hydrate, and define your beautiful texture of all of this hair that's on your head, okay? So once you're cleansing your hair in the shower, once you rinse that cleanser from your scalp and it runs through your hair, it's going to cleanse your hair, okay? Immediately after, traditionally we have been trained to, once we rinse the shampoo or cleanser from our hair, we get a towel and we towel blot our hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we're bracing our curls, that's not what we do. What we're going to do now, once we rinse the cleanser from our hair, we're going to leave our hair dripping wet. While the hair is dripping wet, you're going to get your conditioner, your silicone-free conditioner, and you're going to apply it to your hair, starting from your ends and working towards your scalp with your fingers, okay? I know it may sound crazy. I know you may, I don't know, but I assume most people, they look at TikTok, they look at Instagram, they look at YouTube, and they probably see all of these gadgets and people using these large combs or detangling brushes and everything. Have you seen those? You don't need those, okay? You don't need those, okay? Please, trust and believe me, you don't need them. All you need is your fingers, and you need a good silicone-free conditioner, okay? Because once you have that silicone-free conditioner, and you're putting it on your ends are going to start to soften. And you want to keep applying that conditioner until the hair feels slippery. Once the hair feels slippery, you're going to be able to manipulate your fingers through the ends of your hair, and you're going to be able to work all the way to your scalp, okay? You have a lot of hair. It's very dense. So that means you're going to use a lot of conditioner, okay? So once you have the conditioner in your hair, the magic begins, okay? Because you are going to, once your hair is slippery, you got all the conditioner in, You're going to shake your hair vigorously, back and forth really good, side to side. Then you're going to need, if you don't have one already, a microfiber towel.
Yeah.
Do you know what those are? Okay. So you're going to take a microfiber towel. If you don't have a microfiber towel, Lily, you can use a old t-shirt. You don't want to use a regular towel. Have you ever heard of this information before? No? Okay, good. This is great. So you don't want to use a regular towel. Why don't you want to use a regular towel? Because that regular towel is cotton, just like your pillowcase. So are you aware why people use satin bonnets and satin pillowcases? Do you know why
So
we
don't
have
pull
those?
out your hair.
Well, before it pulls your hair out, what that cotton pillowcase will do, or that cotton bandana that you will wrap around your hair, it will pull the moisture out. Cotton absorbs. So if you have a cotton pillowcase or a cotton head scarf, it's going to absorb the moisture out of your hair. If it's constantly absorbing the moisture out of your hair is going to become dehydrated. After the hair becomes dehydrated, it becomes brittle. If you're sleeping and your hair is dehydrated and brittle, and you have constant movement in your sleep, eventually that cotton pillowcase is going to start rubbing the hair off. So that's where you start experiencing breakage. So going back to the shower, if you use a regular towel to blot your hair, it's going to pull an excessive amount of the moisture out. Once the hair begins to be dehydrated, it's going to begin to frizz. So you're going to use a microfiber towel, a t-shirt, or you can use paper towels, because all three of those are still going to leave the significant amount of moisture in the hair so that your curls can behave and respond beautifully. Okay? With the silicone-free conditioner, I can't even remember if I said it or not, but you don't have to rinse it out. Did I say that already? Yeah, so you can leave it. I can't see you. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you can hear me. But you can leave that silicone-free conditioner in your head, okay? When you're leaving the silicone-free conditioner in your hair, once it's dry, it's going to dry clear. So when you put it in, though, it'll be white. You can see it. But when you use the t-shirt, the microfiber towel, or the paper towel, and you're scrunching it, some of the white cast is going to disappear. But there'll still be some. But once it dries, it's going to dry clear. So for clients that their hair is heavily dense or they have a lot of hair, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for it to dry, like in the crown area, because it's like really dense there, okay? So there are a few things that you can do with that. Well, in the summer months, when it's warm outside, you don't have to worry about it. That's where you get your, what do they call it, the wash and go. So in the summertime, wash and goes are very popular, because once you get out of the shower and that conditioner is in your hair, you shake it, you go outside, the weather is going to naturally dry your hair, okay? It's going to air dry. It's going to dry clear. I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. But in the winter months, it's highly recommended to embrace your curls. I would say I know you see people using the diffuser, but with us, diffusing our hair is going to take a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time on our hands these days. So my recommendation is to invest in a sit under dryer from Walmart. Get one on Amazon. See if you can find one with a large hood, okay? If you have a lot of hair. You don't want to sit under the dryer and it just packs it down. But when you sit under the dryer, if you have to sit under the dryer during the winter months, you're only going to sit under there for 20 minutes, under warm, okay? Because excessive heat is going to dehydrate the hair. What happens to your curls when they're dehydrated? Will it be smooth?
I think they'll be hard.
It will be.
Do they be hard?
Say that again.
I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. because it's drying it out, and it'll frizz. So you want to minimize the heat when you're sitting under the dryer, if you have to. Usually that's during the winter months. In the summer months, when it's warm outside, it's going to be a lot easier. But in the winter months, some people don't like to go outside with wet hair. It's not intended for people of color. That's a myth, I think, to go outside with our hair wet. The main thing is you want to close your pores. So, and to remove the excess of moisture. So 20 minutes under warm is all you need, okay? The rest of the way, you can air dry. If you drive, you get in your car, you can turn on your defrost, and the heat from the defrost will dry the ends of your hair, okay? I'm just making sure I got all of my I's across the T's. So that's for the winter months. Also, if you have a hooded dryer and you have a lot of hair, it's going to smush it a little bit. So that's why I'm saying only 20 minutes under the dryer to get most of the moisture out. And then you can turn it on cool for maybe another 10 minutes to close your pores, okay? So then you're safe to go outside because your ends are wet, not your scalp, okay? And your pores are closed. So no pneumonia can get in your scalp that way. So once that happens, you can reshape your hair, you can fluff it out. But another thing, you don't want to fluff or run your fingers through your curls when it's wet too much. Because you'll see that once you put a lot of conditioner in your hair, you're going to see your hair start to form in all of these curl groupings. You probably already see that now when your hair is wet, right? It looks really nice and curly, right? So however your hair looks when it's curly, it will look the same way once it's dry if you do this technique correctly. So, oh man, there's just too much in the butt. You're going to cleanse it, rinse the cleanser, immediately do your conditioner. You're going to shake the hair. If you want to party down the middle, you can party down the middle. Whatever. If you wanted to go to the side, left or right, or down the middle, you want to do that once it's wet. Okay? Oh, that's where I was. Set it how you want it before you forget it, and don't agitate it too much because you'll see your natural curl groupings. You want them to remain. So you allow the hair to dry. Once it's dry completely, then you can go back in and you can fluff it. Okay? After that, you're going to want to take your silicone-free conditioner and put it in a spray bottle with water. Because every 3 days, what you should do, and this is going to cause moisture memory. Every 3 days, you're going to want to re-wet the hair in the shower, not cleansing it, because you're only going to do that once every 2 weeks, okay? So you're going to wet the hair again. You're going to get your silicone-free conditioner. You're going to apply more silicone-free conditioner, and you're going to do that regimen all over again, where you're starting at your end and applying until it's slippery, working your way to your scalp, shaking it, using your microfiber towel, your t-shirt, or your paper towel, scrunching out the excess moisture, setting it, and forgetting it, okay?
Yeah.
Is this making sense? Okay, good. So how often are you going to be cleansing your hair a month? Can I ask you this? You remember? A month, correct. And every 3 days, are you going to cleanse and condition your hair? You're going to what? Every 3 days? And
use the spray bottle. No, wait. Yeah, I think so.
You can do the spray bottle, but there's something more even more important than the spray bottle. What's in the spray bottle?
The so free. The
Nope. Every 3. It's okay. Listen, I know it's a lot of information, so I know you'll forget. But guess what? That's why I want you to do this live, so you can go back and watch it and remember. It's the conditioner. The conditioner. The more conditioner you use, the softer your hair is going to be. The better your curls are going to behave. Okay. So every 3 days, it's the silicone-free conditioner, and you're leaving it in. The silicone-free conditioner and spray bottle, you can do that like, you might wake up, I feel like wetting my hair today, but you may see a little bit of frizz. Like I could have did it this morning on my hair. I didn't feel like it because I like my hair to look lived in. I don't really like perfect hair. So I could go in and put my silicone-free conditioner in a spray bottle and some water in a spray bottle and mist my hair, and it'll it'll take away any of the frizz. It's like resetting the hair again. Okay. So after that, that's basically everything you should know about your hair. The only other thing is shape. It has to have shape. If it doesn't have shape, it'll just be all over the place, and it's not going to make sense to you. It's not going to be as flattering on you or even appearing to you. So you have to have shape. When you do the shaping, curly hair specialists are best because we don't do it when it's wet. We shape your hair when it's dry. So I'm pretty sure I'll end up shaping your curly hair. So when you come to me or we arrange this session for your curls to be shaped, we will begin the session with your curls in its natural state. So you would do the regimen that I just told you, cleansing your hair, putting the conditioner in, and letting it, leaving the conditioner in and letting it dry. That's how you would, we'll start the session. You see how you have your hair pulled back now? I wouldn't be able to shape your hair that way because you elongated it around your hairline. So you stretch the curl out. So when I start to cut it, I can't really see how your curls are behaving on your head. Does that make sense? You gotta say yes or no, because I can't really see you. I just see the top of your head. So, okay, there you go. So I will need to see how your hair falls down around your face and everything, because that's how precision haircuts begin. They're customized to your head shape, your facial shape, because everybody's nose isn't in the same place. Everybody's eyebrows aren't in the same place. Everybody's cheekbones aren't in the same place. So we use those bones of the face as guidelines to make your haircut complement your bone structure.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay, good. Okay, so basically, I feel like I have covered everything about maintaining and embracing your texture. Apart from that, there are things. Some people are for coloring their curls. Some people aren't. You can do all over color. You can do, there's a special technique called pintura where we do like hand painted highlights for curls. I do all of the above. But the most important thing is that you understand the regimen. And there's a chair. You understand the regimen. You understand the routine. You understand the ingredients in the product.
Yeah.
Okay? So I would like to hear, well, did you learn
a
anything
lot.
from that?
I don't know.
I want to hear. I want to hear your thoughts. What did you learn? What was something that was like an aha moment? It was like, oh, I did not know that, and now I feel like, or I learned something that I was doing
That
wrong.
I didn't have
I want to hear this.
wash my hair all the time. Because I thought you were supposed to wash your hair like every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And
what made you think that? I'm curious. I know I have some friends, but we don't look the same. They're not as melanated as I am. They have to cleanse their hair every 3 days. So, but I'm trying to, why would you think you would have to wash your hair as often?
because
What
like
made
when
you
you
think
put
that?
like gel in your hair or something like that, like yeah.
Oh, you want to get it out.
So like
But why were you using
if
the
I wanted
gel?
to
What are you
slick
using the
my
gel
hair down
for?
or something, like just like
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that sounds like when you have braids, though. That sounds like when you're having braids in your hair, you want to do the edges, the baby hairs and stuff.
yeah.
Is that when you're using that for? Uh-huh. It's okay. You want to be cute out here in the world. I get it. I get it. So, but you don't have to do that. And a lot of times the other girls, they're doing that because they're not aware of how to maintain or embrace their natural curls. Okay? So let me ask you this: when your hair was blown out when you went to the Dominican, how long is your natural hair? If you have this much hair in a ponytail, I would assume that your hair is
Yeah.
probably at your collarbone
It's
or longer.
last time
Is
I
it
blew
past the
out my hair
collarbone?
was at my collarbone. So like I don't really know now because I haven't blown it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think like when I actually blow
Mm-hmm.
dried it all the way out, it was like uh probably a little bit past my collarbone, but then my hair fell out. So I was like,
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
so then I was like, well, I don't know.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Well, I think you have a lot of valuable information. Um. So I would like to.
Yeah,
You
well,
said you're in Richmond, right?
Petersburg for like school.
Oh yeah. I used to live in Colonial Heights. So the next thing is, I see you have a ponytail now. So I know. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. When was the last time you've had your hair
Mm,
shaped?
I don't know. Yeah,
Was it when you got the color,
when I got the color.
or before or after? Before, or when you? Oh, when you got the color done. Okay, so that was last summer. So you sounds like you're definitely in need of some shape. Okay, so I guess outside, apart from this live, we can have a separate
Okay,
conversation.
gotcha.
Okay. So I'm so happy that we had this conversation because I feel good about um educating you on embracing your curls because I feel like you're going to wear it very well once you see how the technique works. Now, we'll say this, Lily. I have seen doing this regimen, it may not, you may not see immediate results at first. And if that happens, it's only because the products that you have been using has a lot of synthetic ingredients in it and it's packed inside of the cuticle of your hair. Okay. So what that means is you're going to have to at least do this regimen for 30 days because are you a person who
Yeah,
uses oil?
I'll use I'll use
You say no?
oil or like grease. Yeah.
Oh, so you do use oil and grease. Can you? Okay, you do. So this is the thing. Moving forward, without curly hair, you don't need it. Okay? People use grease and oil. Why were you using it? I'm just going to ask you because I want to hear you say it.
Um,
Why did you use grease or oil in your hair?
to keep it moisturized more. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with the conversation we just had, you will get moisture from doing what? Using what
yeah.
product? Shampoo?
Um,
Lily, are you listening to what we just had a
oh
conversation
wait, no,
about?
no,
You
no,
getting moisture
no.
from the
The
shampoo or the conditioner?
the conditioner. The conditioner.
There you go. There you go. There you go. This information is very important. So if you mess up one step, you're going to be like, oh, it didn't work. But it does work. Please trust and believe me. What I'm telling you, it works. You don't have to do any other thing than what I said. I don't care what you see on Instagram. I don't care what you see on TikTok. What's that other one? Twitch, Snapchat, YouTube. Throw it out the window. What I just told you is
Okay.
what's going to change your life. Okay? When you change your hair, you change your life. So I'm going to message you off of this live, and we're going to
Okay.
get this popping with your hair, okay? So it was great talking to you. I'm in the middle of running my errands, but just look out for a message. I'm going to send you a message so that we can recap what we talked about, and we're going to set something up so that we can start
Okay.
embracing your curls, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Lily, it was great speaking with you. You're more than welcome. If you have any questions, if you forget anything, you please send me some type of DM text message or something. I'll send you my contact number so you can text me. I don't mind you calling me, but I never really answer my phone because I'm always currently busy doing something. But if you send me a message, I'm most certain to see that and respond to
Okay.
you when I'm able to. Okay. Okay, young lady. It was great speaking with you, and I look forward to seeing you in the near future. And you have
Okay,
a
you too.
great day for the rest of the day. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Thank you.